This video is powered by the pros at Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPascal.com.
First off, how exciting is it? And is it a little weird to have such a high profile matchup before the season even starts?
No, not really. You kind of, as a team, you kind of want these high profile matchups, especially before the season, just to like test out where you are and where your team is as a whole before the season. So getting one of these early top matchup teams before the season even starts is pretty good for us, just to see where we're at.
And I know last year you played alongside Jamal Sheed, who was the AAC Defender of the Year. This year you're going to play alongside Devo. Just how valuable can it be for a team when you've got two sort of really experienced and talented defenders like yourself and Devontae? Just how much pressure does that put on opposing offenses?
It can put a lot of pressure on them. Especially coming with the intensity and toughness that me and Devo and the whole team will be coming with on both sides of the basketball. It's just going to be tough for teams now. If they don't match our toughness and energy, it's going to be rough.
Scotty?
Yeah, Tramon, once you got to campus, what was the coaching staff's points of emphasis for you in terms of maybe growing your game, either offensively or defensively?
I would say if the coaching staff really emphasized, me being more vocal, on defense and offense, just being more vocal. Also in practice, being more vocal, just trying to make my teammates around me better. So I've just been trying to, focus on that. And, just becoming more consistent as an all-around player, defense, just shooting, just becoming more consistent in all those areas.
How did the vocal part of things go for you? I mean, I think earlier in the year, guys said that you got a lot of personality, but maybe kind of come off a little quiet. How did the vocal part of that go for you?
It went good. Guys see me in practice and they kind of think I'm a different person when I'm off the floor from on the floor. So I think it's been going pretty good so far.
Last thing I've got is you played with some good point guards in the past at Houston, and I'm curious what some traits L. Ellis has that can make him a successful guard in this league.
Yeah, he's quick. He can shoot the ball off the dribble, catch and shoot. He can penetrate the defense and kick out to the open defender open player. And yeah, he's just a good point guard, high IQ point guard. He knows how to play the game. So just having one of those high IQ point guards on my team is really good for us.
Curtis?
Hey, Tramon, as a guard who can get downhill and get to the basket, I'm just curious, what are some of the adjustments or maybe the things that go into finding some success around the rim against Purdue, who's got a guy like Zach Edey roaming around in the paint?
Yeah, you got to watch out for him, National Player of the Year. So you definitely have to watch out for him. In a game like this, you have to make adjustments with a big fella like that in the paint. Just working on your game, having a floater, having a pull-up mid-range. I think you put Zach Edey in a lot of ball screens, he's going to play probably a drop coverage. So just being ready to come off that ball screen and make a pull-up jumper when he's sagging off, just stuff like that, reads like that you have to make in the middle of the game is going to be important for us.
And then on the defensive side of it, obviously the forwards will be matched up with him directly, but it's probably a full team effort to guard a guy like that. So what can you do from your position to kind of contribute to that effort and contain him?
Just being if I'm guarding a dude who's trying to pass Zachy the ball, just trying not to let him get an easy pass off, just pressuring the basketball and trying to take it from him, trying to pressure, just being nasty on ball defender, especially if my guy's trying to throw the ball into Zach Edey. And if I'm off the ball, just stun, making Zach Edey make a read and making his whole team make a read just off our defense, just stuff like that.
Bob?
Hey man, how you doing? Hey, you're one of many transfers Eric's brought into Arkansas, and he did the same thing in Nevada, had a lot of success with you guys. What is it about Eric and maybe the staff and the program that you think attracts so many high-level transfers like yourself?
I think the guys just want to play for Coach Muss, and I mean, I was one of those guys. Just wanted to play for Coach Muss and the staff. Real good staff, high level staff, NBA type staff. Just have a lot of IQ of the game of basketball. So just want to surround yourself around those type of people and get better as a player and as a team.
And I guess did you get here in June, or when did you arrive on campus?
I don't remember. I think it was June.
Well, the reason I ask is I wonder, in the time you've been here, all those months, well, what have you seen from Trevor Brazil? Obviously, he's progressed to where he's back, on the court now, and what have you seen from Trevin and being back and ready to go again?
Yeah, when I first got here, he was doing all his rehab and stuff and just trying to get back right on the floor. He's been very good in his rehab. I see him all the time in the training room, just trying to get back and take care of his body, so and he's still taking it slow as he should be, but he's back on the floor doing stuff, going live and stuff. He's been real good. So he's got to keep it up.
And then we all talk about ED with Purdue, but they got pretty good guards too, some experienced guys. What do you think of their backcourt?
Oh, they have a good backcourt, with the point guard Smith, and they have Lawyer too. Just those guys are experienced guys that can shoot the ball off the dribble. Can kind of make you if you make a dumb mistake, they'll hurt you for it. So just being disciplined, guarding those guys, and just trying to make it tough for them. Use our athleticism and our IQ on defense. It'll bother them, I think.
As one more, if I could, we were talking to Chandler Lawson after you, and he's a transfer also. I guess got in a little later than the other guys. But what do you see from Chandler? What do you think he brings to the table?
He's nasty, my bad, sorry. Another high IQ guy. He comes with a lot of energy in practice, a lot of energy in the games. He just knows what he's doing on the basketball floor. So I think he's a great addition to our team. And he just knows what he's doing out there. That's what I gotta say. Can shoot the three ball as well. He's a good player.
You say he's nasty. Could you elaborate what you mean?
Like nasty meaning like just a tough dude. Tough basketball player. You're not gonna. Doesn't make things easy for anybody who's around him. Just if you're guarding him and he's guarding you, it's gonna be a tough matchup. So that's what I mean by nasty.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hutch?
Yeah, Tramon, we've heard a lot through the years of Muss and his NBA-like scouting reports. I'm just curious if you've gotten to experience that yet, dive into the scouting report for Purdue, and just kind of what's that experience like as a new guy in the system?
Scouting report is, it's tough. You just got to pay attention, really lock in on your matchup, and not just your matchup, but your other teammates' matchups too. Just knowing not just knowing what your matchup does, but knowing what everybody does on the basketball floor. So if you know what everybody can do, then you can be a real help for not just you, but for the team.
Courtney?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I know Mike just mentioned it at the top of the Zoom, but you got named to the Jerry West Award watch list today. How does that feel as a player? Can you talk a little bit about, that honor and what you expect from your game this season?
It's a nice honor. It's nice to be, recognized as one of those top players in college basketball. But just got to keep working, keep grinding, and just like I've been doing. And I'll see more success for myself, but not only for myself, but for the team too.
Daniel?
Hi, Tron. We always talk about shooting with this team. Just has Coach Muss or any of the other coaches talked to you about your role and how often they want you to shoot and things like that?
I pretty much have a green light, I think, just if I'm open, I have a green light to shoot it, and that's that.
Thanks.
Jackson, final question?
Yeah, Tramon, Purdue was lost as a 1 seed last year. You were a 1 seed with Houston. I'm just curious, like, when as a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament, I mean, is there a little added, I don't know, pressure is not the right word, but trying to avoid, that kind of historic upset? Do you guys talk about it as players? What was your experience like as a 1 seed last year?
Being experienced, having experience as a number 1 seed, in my eyes, it's just a number by your team. But in other teams' eyes, it's big for them. Playing against the number 1 team, and they're gonna come at you hard, come at you with everything they got. It's always being the number 1 team. You always gonna get your best shot against any other team. So you just gotta be ready to play every game.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.